What's up, gents? So for a long time, I've been talking about how men should relate to women, and I have had this tendency of clumping everything together. So we've had like 5 or 6 episodes in a row like that, and finally we're moving on to a new topic, which is going to be how to get in a workout when you think you don't have any time. Before I get to that, I'm going to go ahead and kind of talk about the clumping thing. So I've been putting these videos together, and I'll start, and it's like, maybe it's only going to be 3, and that's just like a week of content, and then I have to respond to some things and clarify some things, and ends up becoming this bigger thing. If you like the clumping thing, cool, let me know below, and I'll continue doing the clumping thing. If you want me to spread it out more, where, as I have 3 episodes per week, but eventually 5 episodes per week, if you want them to all kind of hit different topics, working out, dealing with women, working on your career, challenging yourself, those are all going to be different topics we'll cover from time to time. If you want there to be a smattering of topics during the week, also let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try and adjust accordingly. Now, back to the workout thing. A lot of people are trying to get in a workout for different reasons. Some people have physical goals. They have like how they appear. Some people have performance goals. They have a sport, or just, they, let's say, care about defending their families, and they want to have a certain amount of strength and explosiveness and things like that. Those are 2 big reasons. And then some people just want to do it for their health. And this advice is more so going to be for people in the 3rd category, maybe a little bit of the 1st category. If you want to look better and be healthier, you want to work out. If you're trying to accomplish some real serious goals, or when you say look better, you mean look like a bodybuilder, you're going to have to work out a lot more than just like quick little workouts. But if your goal is to look a little bit better and take care of your body, make sure that you're using it to do hard things, then you've come to the right place. There's a couple of techniques I think you can use to get some sort of workout in when it feels like you have no time at all. And the first technique out of 4 we're going to share today is just doing as many push-ups, squats, dips, calf raises if you want, sit-ups, and maybe overhead presses, like I'll show you later. Put your feet up on a chair and press like this to do a shoulder workout. As many of those you can do in the morning before you take a shower or go eat breakfast or whatever, it's a great place to slam it in the front of the day. Personally, that's a lot of different things to do if I wanted to basically do a 5-minute workout in the morning. So my bare minimum there would be push-ups, sit-ups, and squats would be my 3 that I go to. But there's a lot of things you can do to try and hit all the different portions of your body if you want to add those back in. So the next technique is called the Pomodoro Technique. And the Pomodoro Technique basically says I'm going to split my day into 30-minute chunks. So I'm going to set an alarm for 25 minutes, and every 25 minutes I'm going to do 5 minutes of a workout. It's a great way to stay focused while you're studying, or if you're working from home or going to school from home. It's a great way to kind of, get up, stretch a little bit, not just sit hunched at the computer forever, and get some of those reps in. And it's going to make you more productive when you come back to work too, is the other added advantage of the Pomodoro Technique. Number 3 is the Crazy Russian Push-Up Program. This is something I did during COVID. So some of these, like the Pomodoro Technique, are kind of intrusive. So if you're in school or you're trying to do a workout routine at work, these are going to be very difficult to do. So the Pomodoro Technique, where every 25 minutes you're dropping and doing push-ups, is going to look a little weird. Similar with the Crazy Russian Push-Up Program. It's only a 2-week program, but you're going to start in week 1. You're going to do as many push-ups as you can do the first day. And then you're going to take that number, let's say it's 20. I'm on mygymproducts.com, by the way. This is their example. And let's say it's 20, and you're going to multiply that by 0.3. So you're going to have 6 push-ups that you're going to do for the rest of the day. So after you do your 100% test, you're going to do 6 push-ups every 60 minutes. And then the next day, you're going to do 50% every 10 minutes, or every 60 minutes. So you're going to do 10 push-ups every hour. The next day, you're going to do 60% every 45 minutes, and so on and so forth. And the start of week 2, you'll test again and have new percentages and stuff like that. So it's a decent program. You're going to do the same movement over and over and over again, but it should increase the amount of push-ups you can do, which might be muscle memory, but it'll also be strength. Now, the thing is, this in no way has to be limited to push-ups. So if you want to do push-ups, squats, sit-ups, pull-ups, overhead presses, bicep curls, whatever you want to do could be applied to this as well. And so if you have any sort of a time concern, pick what you want to do, but this is a program you could do, especially in short spurts. And finally, actually, boom, right over there, there's the week 1 training with their percentages and everything. I'll give you a minute. And there's your week 2. Cool. I think you had enough time to write it all down. And then the final one is what I call the trigger workout. So you have some sort of an event that tells you need to work out. Very, very popularly, I actually don't have my pull-up bar because I have a gym I'm going to right now, but you can put a pull-up bar in a doorway. And this is my office space. So every time I'm going to go outside and I'm going to go to the bathroom, or I'm going to go make breakfast or lunch, or I just want to go outside and be outside for a minute, or let my dog go to the bathroom, whatever. Every time I walk through there, I'm going to do, let's say, 5 pull-ups. And I'll do that when I come back as well. Focus on me, camera. Focus. No reason why that couldn't be something else. If you get a lot of emails throughout the day, every time you get an email, maybe it's time to drop and do 10 push-ups, or anything like that. Every time you get a text, something like that. Really good ways to, and people actually do this for a long time with TV. Every time a commercial would come on, they do workouts. It's basically the same thing. Some sort of a trigger, some sort of you get a long break and then come back to it. It's a great way to build it into an already hectic and chaotic day. So hopefully those are some good tips there. So let's go over some quick workouts you can do. I'm mostly doing body weight type stuff here in my suggestions, but in the future, I will do some recommendations the very near future on how to build your own equipment to use at home, because lifting heavy things is generally very good for your body, but it can be very expensive to get heavy things. So using things like water and sand to weigh down some sort of a container is a really good way to have cheap weight. But we'll get into that in another episode. So let's say you're just doing stuff around the house. You can do push-ups. You can do pull-ups. You can do squats. You can do some sort of a military overhead press. You can do calf raises. You could do any sort of ab workout like sit-ups, dragon flags, sit-ups where you're crossing and touching on either side. There's a lot of different options there for abs. I generally am not the biggest fan of planks because they're not as dynamic and powerful, and you can kind of get the same thing from a push-up, but that is what it is. And then the final thing is, if you don't want to do just body weight, there's some great things you can do with a chair. I think chairs are some of the best around the house things you can use for bicep curls, for doing dips, for doing lat raises, for you could do overhead presses with the chair, or you could put your feet up on the chair and do the overhead military press. There's a lot of different options for what you can do there. Is there anything that I missed? You could do push-ups by either doing an incline push-up, a decline push-up, or I don't even know what you call this, but you can use 3 chairs to put your arms on either side and do a push-up in between. All those are great options for what you can do with a chair. So that's basically no money spent, things you just have around the house, ways you can get in workouts really quick throughout your day. If that's you and you just want to look a little bit better and be healthier, this is a great video for you. And if you're wanting to get some more tips on how to get big, strong, and have performance quality stuff without necessarily going to the gym, or maybe you are going to the gym, stick around. We're going to do advice on that too. Right now I'm doing powerlifting. So for the last 2 or 3 months, I've been following a program called Starting Strength, where I basically I do bench, squat, overhead press, and deadlifts. And I start at a certain weight, and I do 5 sets of 5 reps at a certain weight every day. And I just added 5 pounds to the bar or 10 pounds to the bar every single day. I ate 200 grams of protein every day, and it shot up like crazy. All my lifts are like 100 pounds heavier than they were, except for the overhead press. I really stink at the overhead press, but everything has gone up substantially. I have gained about 10, 12 pounds at this point. Most of it muscle, not all of it. That'd be too good to be true if it was only muscle, but it's a really good program. I'll show some of my results for that as well. But right now I'm kind of focusing on the easier entry-level workouts, and then we'll get into the more performance-based workouts in the future. Anyways, if all that interests you, like, subscribe. If you know someone, a man out there who's like, how do I be a man? How do I get workouts? This is the place for them, especially if they're kind of struggling with their identity and purpose and stuff. That's exactly the type of people I'm trying to help with this channel, with this advice. So like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you next time, gents. Thanks for watching.
Went to the store the other day. The woman in front of me couldn't pay. I didn't have much, but I dropped a couple bucks. I try to change the world, there's gotta be a way. I got big dreams, doing what I can. Gonna build something big and watch it stand up for the little guy. Give it another try. Try to change the world, gotta be a better man.